everyone, this is Keith Scott from out in Sydney, Australia. I'm one of the voices of Bullwinkle J. Moose. It's time to watch Relentless and Unstoppable. And so give it up for your main hosts, Douglas Kenny and Andy McPhee.
Trying to tell Ty our plans for the day, and Bryson's over here, Mom.
Yeah. I was just going to bring up, and this is sort of like, this goes back to when I was younger, sort of, but my grandfather, who's sadly dead now, God rest his soul, my grandfather and I had a great relationship because he understood his family and understood me and my brother, and even my cousins. And I had a great relationship with him, to the point where I wouldn't trade my 11 years with him for any other person, But one thing I liked about him was he never, if ever, raised his voice with anyone except one time that I remember. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Very classy and polite. But the thing about him was when I would throw those kind of tantrums, or if I kept interrupting him and being socially off a bit, what he did, and it worked every time, was he would give me this cold look. It wasn't a look of intimidation or something to scare me, but it was just sort of like a look as if to say, enough is enough, Doug. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, what I call the mom look. I try, and it doesn't work for him. Like, I will have to stop what I am doing, and I will say, Bryson, remember, adults are talking, you have to wait your turn. And then he'll be like, oh, right. Like, he needs the constant reminder of the adults are talking and to wait his turn. He's getting a little bit better at it, but we're still getting there.
That's good to hear. I was just going to bring up that the other day I went to Red Robin with my housemates, and what was funny was there was a family that was going through that with one of their youngest kids. And while I stayed composed, it was right next to our table. While me and my housemates stayed composed, I remember it got bad to the point where my thoughts were, where is my grandfather's cold look when you really need it?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
So what are the values you hold that you hope to pass on to Bryson and Asher?
I hope that they can be honest and trustworthy and care about other people and put other people's needs before their own when they're older. So I hope I can get that drilled into their brains.
Yeah, you got to make sure though that you use the right kind of drill, because a metal one won't help.
Oh yes, you would never use a metal one.
Gee, that's all we have for Relentless and Unstoppable. So tune into the next episode to hear more amazing stories from amazing guests. This is Keith Scott from Sydney, Australia, saying so long, and I'm smarter than the average bear. Gee.